Hi everyone, thank you for joining me for this week's reading. I will be working with the Psychic Tarot and the Chakra Insight Oracle. I haven't worked much with the Chakra deck, but I'm excited to use it for this week's reading. And as always, these are general readings, so take the parts that do resonate and let the rest go. Let's tap into the energy and let's see what messages are coming forward for this week. Messages for the collective, please. I'm hearing open your heart, okay? Open your heart. Open your heart to receiving. So many of you, I feel, are givers, but you're learning how to open your heart to also receiving abundance and manifest what you want to manifest. It's only through the heart chakra that we can manifest, right? So you're learning that. Okay, all right, so this card is also popping out and I'm going to take all of these. Okay, sorry, just let me lay these down. Okay, very interesting. So the first card we have is Material Harvest, okay, which is the 9 of Pentacles. You are learning how to build your own empire, okay? Whether you have, whatever kind of job you have, like you're saving your money, you're trying to be independent, you're trying to work on your resources, you're trying to slowly and steadily, you're definitely working on stability. With this card, I'm getting you working on your stability, you're working on your finances. You want to be independent in some shape and form. You don't want to you know, the way he has his hands out, it's like you don't want to be asking for money, or you don't want to be taking loans. You want to be financially stable is what I'm getting with this card, okay? So I feel like you're working on something, and slowly but surely it is building, slowly and surely. Now with this card, I'm also picking you're working on your internal stability, okay? You're working on, and this is not just about money, but it feels to me like your emotional stability, your mental stability. But this is a very independent card. It's like, I know how to fill my own cup with love. I know how to be independent. I know how to work, whether it's financially, emotionally, spiritually, I'm gonna work it through. That is the energy I'm picking with this particular card. Then we have Disruption, which is the Tower card, but it came out in the reverse, okay? You've gone through some major upheaval, something that shook you to the core, something that made you question your reality, what you are thinking, what your beliefs are, how you have conducted yourself in the past, your behavior, the behavior of others, why certain situations happened the way they happened, how did they make you feel, how much time you had to heal yourself, like how much time it took to kind of piece by piece. You see how he is, it's like he's broken down in pieces, like piece by piece you build yourself back together again, okay? So this is something, because it's in the reverse, it's like you are now piece by piece, you have put yourself together. I don't know how else to explain this, guys, but that's the energy that I'm picking, okay? Especially with the 9 of Pentacles, like one step at a time, one day at a time. This is not something that one fine day you just got up and you're like, wow, I feel healthy, I feel amazing, I feel this. No, this is not that. This is like, I feel so broken that each day that goes by, I'm gonna put my pieces back together. But you see, even though he's broken, he is in one piece, okay? Even though you can see each block, you can see how much trouble and pain it took to put this together, but he is together. So this is the energy I'm getting. that it wasn't easy. However, you put all your pieces together. Okay, right next to this card we have emotional loss. So there is something related to the past that is still causing you a lot of emotional pain, maybe anxiety, maybe depression is what I'm hearing. So maybe you feel depressed, maybe there is still, you see how this energy, there's a lot of darkness, but you are focusing on the light. You have this faith inside of you that I know that one day at a time I can heal myself, I can recover, I can somehow come out of this. What I'm also getting from Spirit is it's time to change your focus, okay? Rather than focusing on all the things that went wrong, all the things that went bad for you, it's time to kind of, shake the dust off, clear the dust, and really start building your self-focus as you are doing. The cards are showing me that you are doing that, you are taking that effort, you are building yourself up, okay? But still there are things that come in your memory, and this is something that you have to work through, okay? You have to work through with Spirit. When I go through stuff, I work with God, okay? Now, God, Spirit, is all the same thing, and I connect with the higher power and, just work with the higher power to heal myself. And that is really how I've always functioned like that. I will start meditating, I will start doing yoga, I will do everything to put myself back together, and it really works well, because when you are working with higher forces, they will work through you, right? They will work with you. So whatever energies you connect with, that is what it is, okay? So I love to meditate in front of Shiva. I really connect with Shiva's energy, and maybe you can do that, okay? Bring you strength, or whoever that is that you feel connected to. It doesn't mean just Shiva just because I said that, okay? For each person is different. Then we have the solar plexus chakra, which is a few inches above the belly button, right? So this is your power center. This is where your personal power lies, okay? So what I'm getting is these situations actually made you feel weak. These situations made you feel powerless, like you're not good enough, or you really had to work on yourself. You really had to learn how to rely on yourself. And also another technique that I really like to work with is bringing back my power from all directions of time and space, okay? So if I feel someone robbed me of my energy, or did anything where I felt my energy was lost, I can, in my meditation, call back all my energy from all directions of time and space, and also set the intention that if there's any energy that belongs to someone else in my energy field, it goes back to them, okay? So this is a little trick that, not a trick, but actually a technique that I work with when I'm meditating, is bringing back my energy from all directions of time and sending anything that is not mine back to whoever it belongs to, right? So working on your solar plexus, strengthening this chakra, strengthening your chakra, okay? A lot of times I feel when we have solar plexus issues, or we have given our power away in the past or in childhood, and you can go right back into your childhood and you can bring back your power, okay? So whenever we have solar plexus issues, either you will have some kind of gut issues, okay, or digestion issues or something like that. So you are working on, this is the prominent chakra that you're working on. And the last card we have is wisdom. So for many of you, this is who you are. You have mastered a skill through which you have learned how to build yourself again. You are some kind of a master, you're some kind of a guide, you're some kind of a teacher. Some of you also have this higher guide who is working with you. Okay, for some there is a dog that is very significant. This dog could be in the spirit realm, or this is your pet that is very connected with you and also helping you with your healing. I want to pull some chakra cards and we're gonna see what's coming through. Okay, so if there's any more messages that need to come, like 3 more cards. Okay. Okay, one more please. Can I get one more? Okay, great. Wow, and solar plexus chakra flew out on solar plexus chakra. I mean, guys, you can't make this up, right? So solar plexus chakra actually flew out on solar plexus. This is really something. Okay. All right. So the first card that came out is emotional balance. This is such a beautiful card. I love the rainbows. And then we have emotions. And of course, the solar plexus chakra. Okay? What I'm really getting out of it is, in the past, this could be your childhood, this could be the past, okay? People knew how to trigger your emotions. You see how this guy has different emotions? It's like he's sad, he's laughing, he's thinking, he's whatever, all these different emotions. People could control your emotions. People could trigger your emotions. They could say something, they could do something, and they almost knew how. It's almost like they knew that this is gonna have a reaction on this person. If I say this or if I do this, it's gonna confuse them. You are learning emotional maturity with this card. This reminds me of the Ace of Cups. You are maturing. You are no longer being like this guy with all these emotions, so confused. I don't know, someone said this, so I feel like this. Someone triggered me like that, so I feel like crying, I feel like anger, you are now seeking this balance. Anyone that makes you feel like this, confused, I don't know how you're making me feel, you are going to question. You're going to question that. Is this filling my cup? Is this making me happy? Is this making me feel balanced? Or is this whatever this external situation is making me feel like this? All these emotions, yet I don't know where I stand. Which one is true? Which one is not? There's so much confusion. There's so much illusion. No, you are not doing any of that. Solar plexus coming out twice in today's reading, okay? Solar plexus chakra, also called the Manipura chakra, right? This is your personal power and you are taking it back. If anyone is trying to push you, you are standing strong within your gut. You are standing strong in your personal power and through boundaries, through your own assessment. It's like you are strong in your own energy. And this is an example I always give to my clients. I tell them that, nobody can go and push a tree, right? Nobody can go and push a tree down. You can't do that because the tree has strong roots which are going deep inside the ground. They are really deep, and no matter how much they want to push the tree, you can't push it down. Like you need I don't know, a chainsaw and God knows what to actually really pull it out. But nobody can just go and push the tree down. But a small plant in a pot, yes, you can topple that plant, that you can push that plant down. It doesn't have that strength. It's not that deep rooted like a tree is. And that is why you felt all this, you know, it's like people had, I don't know, I'm getting the example of like a remote control, like they could press a button and you'd feel a certain way, or they knew your triggers, or they knew how to make. Emotional maturity is when you learn to master your emotions. You master your personal power. So somebody comes and says something to you, you don't get triggered by it. A lot of times, as you get emotionally matured, you will understand a lot of people who say things to you are their own triggers, are their own projections, are their own insecurities. You don't have to take it on and feel this, all these emotions and be drowning in them. So one of the best way is also sorting through your own emotions. What is my emotion and what is of another? What's coming from me and what's coming from an external source, right? Distinguishing between these two. What is triggering me? Is it worth the trigger? Is it worth the argument? Is it worth me saying something? Is it worth it? Solar plexus chakra. Knowing your boundaries, drawing the line, setting the standards, right? And that is the wisdom. That is the wisdom that you have gained through these tower-like moments, which left you feeling like this. Like I'm holding my heart, I'm crying alone, silent tears, and I feel so lonely. Yes, I feel what I feel, but I have my emotional balance. I know I can fill my own cup with love. So whether I receive, I'm not chasing anything. I'm not an emotional fool, right? I'm not an emotional fool anymore. I know that I am balanced. I know my strength. I know my power. I am stepping into that power. I'm tapping into that solar plexus chakra energy, right? And I have gained enough wisdom to have that understanding. And with the 9 of Pentacles here, material harvest, I'm focusing on what brings me happiness, on what brings me fulfillment, what brings me financial abundance, what makes me feel good, because I am no longer willing to feel like this just by one trigger, just by someone saying that one comment, that one thing, that one, whatever that may be. I'm not going to be all over the place. I'm going to find my own balance through connecting with the divine, through my own personal. This is all about self-mastery, and personal power is really what I'm getting for today's reading. Self-mastery. You are learning self-mastery. And how do you learn self-mastery? Through experiences, through triggers like this, through situations where you are all over. That is the only way. But you are healing with this in the reverse. You are healing. You are coming out of it. Even if certain situations still make you feel sad, with this, there is acceptance. I accept what I can change, and I accept what I cannot. But I'm going to be in my space, in my peace, filling my own cup with love, following my rainbow, following my bliss, following my happiness, whatever that is, whatever that happiness to you means. You have found an inner strength within all this turmoil, because solar plexus to me is about your inner strength. You have found it. For this card to come out twice in your reading today, you have found it. Okay, now you just have to continue filling this cup with love, okay? Feeling emotionally secured, emotionally stronger, so that no longer are you, confused, lost, or waiting for that next trigger to make you feel all over the space. You are learning how to master yourself. Wow, this is really intense. Okay, this is really intense, and I am seeing presence at the bottom of the deck. The number 44 is really drawing my attention. So with this card, what I'm also getting is stay focused in the now. You see how she's looking at the bee? This is a bee. Okay, it looks like a bee to me, but it's illuminated. So she is in the present moment, seeing what is in front of her and staying happy and content in the present moment, because the past is done with. Okay, the lessons are learned. Whatever we needed to learn, we learned that. No longer are we confused. No longer are we going to be triggered by different situations, right? And we have prosperity begins. This is leading you to your ultimate happiness. So we have the Ace of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles. Like this, all this change, all this work that you are doing, I feel many of you who are watching this right now, you're working on yourself. You really are working on yourself. And you may even feel like, I'm doing so much of inner work. Where is this going? It's going somewhere. You are definitely going somewhere. You got the Ace of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, you got the Nine of Pentacles. But this wasn't easy to maneuver. This is heavy energy with the Tower here. This was heavy duty. You had to be in these spirals. You see these spirals? You had to be in these spirals with these people that made you feel so confused, so lost, so sad. It's like all these emotions. I feel sad, I feel angry, I'm questioning, I'm laughing. I don't know where I stand. It's all these emotions in one. I'm so confused. I'm so triggered by such and such individual, by such and such situations. But now with the solar plexus, you're like, no. These people, these situations that made me feel like this have no power over me. I'm taking back my power with the emotional balance, because I'm gonna fill my own cup, and with the financial stability, with the material harvest here. And this is opening up even more doors for you, because you've mastered a lesson. You've mastered. This is self-mastery, where you are not being swayed. You are not like a leaf in the wind that flies in any and every direction, right? You know who you are. With the solar plexus, it is I am, and with the presence, this is I am presence. This is I know who I am. I know the divine is with me in everything that I see and everything that I encounter. Again, the number 44 is a master number. You are mastering something. You are mastering emotional and mental maturity. Wow, I love this reading. It's really amazing. We got the number 11 here. Again, it's another master number. Through these experiences that caused so much turmoil, so much pain, so much anxiety, so much depression, you found your power, okay? And some of the great crystals to work with, if you want to work for your solar plexus, is citrine crystal, the tiger's eye. I really love the tiger's eye. I'm always wearing a tiger's eye. I have a red tiger's eye on here, okay? So these are great crystals to work with if you want to work on your solar plexus chakra, your personal power. And this is leading you to your abundance, whether this is financial abundance or emotional balance. You are headed in that direction. So if this reading resonates with you, kudos to you. Okay, I'm cheering you on. This was a lot to deal with, but I am seeing that you have mastered it, and this is leading you to so many blessings, because you are now living in the present. You are in the here and now. You know that the divine is with you at each step, and no one and nothing can push you off your kilter unless you allow them to, unless you allow these energies and you give away your power to these situations. Amazing job. I love it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I will see you next week. Thank you so much for watching.